Welcome to my humble little office. My name is Keith Andrews. I am the owner of Inner Voice Enterprises. To find out a little bit more about me, or to see what kinds of things I'm involved in at this point, you can go to airnath.com. That is www.earnath.com. You can also track us down on Facebook, and I'm in the process of getting a Twitter account up and running, as well as, of course, you can find us right here on YouTube under, as you can well see, the Highland Druid. Now, what I'm talking about today is about relationships. Now, everybody out there has relationships. Most people look at it, most of you are looking at it as though a relationship is simply a boyfriend-girlfriend, husband-wife type relationship, or boyfriend-boyfriend, girlfriend-girlfriend. In all fairness, any interaction you have with anybody is a relationship. And what I'd like you to understand is that the key to dealing with your partner or with the person that you're interacting with, be it a grocery clerk, be it your gas station attendant or your mechanic, be it just a friend. The reality of it is that any relationship, anytime you're striving to talk to somebody, striving to get along, treat them the way you desire to be treated. Now, I should point out that I'm not perfect, okay? I do have my miscalculations. I do have things that I do that don't work that well. When I talk about what has to happen for a relationship to work, let us understand, I'm not perfect, okay? I was married. I am divorced. Clearly, things didn't work out quite as well as we would have liked. However, I do have a functional friendship with my ex-wife. Okay, we have 2 kids between us that don't have to choose between which parent. Yes, the decision has to be made where they're living, but they don't have to choose which one's good and which one isn't. Okay, now I have with Inner Voice Enterprises, we have started up a program on kgraradio.com. And that program is The Gathering. You can find The Gathering on Facebook, and please drop in there and like us. Come and witness the show, participate. We have a live interactive chat room. And one thing that we are striving to do through The Gathering, and this Saturday, as in February the 9th, 2013, at 4 p.m. Eastern Time until 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be discussing how relationships can, and with a lot of effort and a whole lot of understanding, will work. Now, not every relationship, not every interaction you have with people is going to go perfectly. What you can do, though, is take responsibility for your own actions. There's a lot of things that you can do to show the other person that you care, not the least of which, the saying is, you were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen carefully. Don't just hear what your partner is saying or what your bank teller is telling you. Actually listen to what they're saying, and if there's something that's not clear, ask for clarification. There's the idea that there are no stupid questions. Well, you know, having worked in the industry of dealing with people's relationships for the last 40 years, I can tell you, there are questions that, though some people may not think they're stupid, you know, you gotta wonder. One example in particular, I was actually asked by somebody quite literally. They came to me and they said, I threw my boyfriend out this morning. Why did he leave? That was their question to me. Now, some would say that's not a stupid question, but I'll tell you, it gets awful close, in my opinion. Now, when you're dealing with creating the relationship, creating the type of life you're desiring to have, take a look at what you're doing. Are you treating people, are you talking to people the way you desire to be talked to or to be treated? Are you being fair with them? Fair meaning, are you doing to them or for them what you feel is reasonable and what you would like under the same circumstances to be done for you? With the way the world is working today, it is possible, and this is what we're aiming for, is it's possible to put a world together where everybody can get along, where you don't have to be calling each other names. Don't go telling your partner that they're stupid. For pity's sakes, don't tell your children they're stupid. If you tell somebody often enough they're stupid, you can bet they're going to turn out that way. It's what is called a self-fulfilling prophecy. So please take your time when a child is asking you questions. Listen to the question. If you don't quite get it, ask them to rephrase it or state it back to them and ask them, is this what you mean? Children, understand, for me, children are anybody that is breathing, because guaranteed your parents are children. Okay, they had parents. Your grandparents had children. Your children will have children, and with a little bit of luck, they'll be adults before they have children. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. So, what we're aiming for now, and what we at Inner Voice are striving to do, is get people to start working with each other and start dealing with each other in a positive fashion. Please take the time to really look at your own life, look in the mirror. When you're having trouble connecting with people, when you find you're always in conflict with, for instance, a boss or an authority figure, ask yourself, first of all, is there something I can do to avoid that conflict? Is there a way that I can turn around and make it a little bit smoother? Did I actually do something? I see it a lot where somebody will get pulled over for speeding. Well, I'll tell you, if you're speeding, accept the fact you were speeding and don't yell at the police officer for actually giving you a ticket for doing something you shouldn't have been doing. You know better. Let us also understand that children, as we can see, my voice isn't working as well as I'd like. I have a tendency of working beyond what some people say I should. Right now, I'm actually dealing with pneumonia. But there's still work to be done, and I'm just not going to stop. Okay? I made a commitment to myself that there is messages, there are pieces of information that have to get out to people. And with this in mind, it's simply a case of continue doing what I do. I've been doing this for 40 years for individuals. I've started up the gathering, which, by the way, as I said, at least I think I said, and that proves that I'm not perfect, but find the gathering on Facebook, take a look at it, like us, join us on kgraradio.com every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern until 7 p.m. Eastern. And in the meantime, really look in the mirror and make certain that you're treating people the way you desire to be treated yourself. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves and keep smiling.